Okay, so I'm checking this out because I didn't even know. But Brock Purdy is day to day with back soreness. The nightmare scenario is happening right now with the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm seeing that Christian McCaffrey is seeing a specialist in Germany, which is crazy because Christian McCaffrey hasn't played a game or even preseason this year. The San Francisco 49ers lost more than Sunday's game to the Rams. The defending NFC Championships lost a key player for the year, in addition to Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey dealing with injuries. 49ers coach told reporters Monday that two-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Javon Hardgrave, will miss the remainder of the season after he tore his bicep. I didn't even hear about that. Did y'all hear about that one?
They were talking about it.
That Hargrave is gone off of the defense for the season with a torn bicep.
One of the two games
Purdy is currently the day-to-day as he deals with back soreness. His MRI was clean. McCaffrey is seeking a specialist in Germany about his Achilles tendon. Hargrave, 31, was a key piece of the 49ers defense, a 9-year veteran. Hargrave was named to the Pro Bowl last year, his first in San Francisco after recording 7 sacks for the eventual NFC champions. He will likely be replaced in the lineup by Jordan Elliott, a 4-year veteran who has 36 regular starts under his belt. So at least they have a player. He's probably better than what we have on our defensive line right now. McCaffrey has yet to play this season as he continues to deal with his injury. With McCaffrey out, the 49ers have received stellar production from the backup Jordan Mason, who currently leads the NFL with 67 carries. He has 21 touches for 81 yards yesterday versus the Rams. While Purdy's injury doesn't appear to be terribly serious, it's obvious something to monitor. Purdy could be limited during this week's practices, especially in the early parts of the week. The 49ers also deal with injuries to George Kittle and Deebo Samuels. Neither player played on Sunday's loss. Defensive end Nick Bosa with ribs, defensive back Jarvis Ward hamstring, and linebacker D. Winters ankles were also listed in the last week's injury report.
How did you get that?
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Come on, Bengals.
Can't believe Washington, and here we go. Washington is up 21-10 here.
Who's their coach?
Dan Quinn.
He wasn't the problem.
That brings.
No. You know what I think? He's probably fed up with the Joneses so bad that he just sabotaged us in that playoff game.
Yeah, Mike, you have a bit there. Good block, Burrow. Always hurt. We blamed. Here's where we go. We blame Dan Quinn on the defense, and what we're finding out is the problems we had on defense may not have been Dan Quinn's fault. The problems we have on the defense is still the same thing. We don't have a defensive line. And that maybe Dan Quinn was actually making up for some of the shortcomings that we had. This is, of course, revisionist history, so to speak. But you got to look at this and say, maybe it wasn't Dan Quinn. You keep changing everything but two things: Jerry and Stephen frickin' Jones. That believe, we believe in our guys. You don't go out there and spend a lot of money in free agents because that says that you ended up messing up in the draft. You end up paying great money for just a good player, and you pay good money for just an average player. And so we don't believe in that. So, Stephen Jones, and if you screwed up in the draft, okay, let's say hypothetically, you screwed up in the draft, then how do you make up for that?
You gotta be honest, that's blocking.
We all know the Cowboys game is an easy win for the Niners. They need to hire a GM and get out of the picture. Stephen Gare, love life. Oh, man, come on now. Rest his soul, Steve McNair. That was bad. Okay. Let's see if Cincy can get a touchdown here before the half, because the Commanders are up 21-10. And you don't want to be down 21-10 to the Commanders here. That's an embarrassment. They done like the Cowboys. Yeah, Hardgrave is their best defensive tackle right now, or was. So, yeah, San Francisco's definitely got some issues. And I don't wish injuries on anybody or anything. You know, I'd like to beat you at full strength. But it is what it is. What team has won the Super Bowl solely on draft picks? I'll wait. What team has won the Super Bowl with no running game and one receiver? Queen, we like our guys. The Queen is here. Super Sports Ricky, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Now that Jerry's talking about dicks. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Sorry. JD Sports, Mark, Washington and New York won't be dumpsters forever. Washington has their quarterback, Dan Quinn, solid. New York may get their quarterback next year. Dallas better get their stuff together.
Is ready this year to at least
JD Sports, you might be 100% right on that.
Washington is doing something.
Well, let's see. We only got about 40 seconds left here in the half.
But their kicker missed the 3 points.
Yeah, it may be that Jerry Jones. I don't know what's going on.
You got rid of Dan Quinn, and he wasn't the problem.
Jerry Jones has gotten to be
you got rid of Biotis,
Al Davis.
And you got rid of Biotis, and that man knows how to block.
That's the least of our worries, is Biotis.
Well, at least he knows how to block. Our line is terrible.
Incompletion.
In comparison to what the Washington put on the field tonight.
You know, somebody will wind up throwing a dildo in the end zone again. The Cowboys will still win 11 games this season. We'll have to wait and see on that one. All right.